where news comes first. This is WECT News at 6.
And good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for staying with us tonight at 6. I'm John Evans. We're continuing our coverage tonight on a drowning that happened following a police chase in Surf City. Officials say Jonathan J. Anthony drowned in a retention pond early Saturday morning after assaulting an officer and trying to run away. Now, it all happened near the Handy Mart gas station on Highway 210. State investigators are now taking over and trying to piece together what happened. WECT's Zach Solon talked to Surf City's police chief and has the update tonight on the investigation.
Jonathan J. Anthony III drowned after allegedly running from police from the Handy Mart here into this retention pond behind me here in Surf City. The SBI is now investigating the case to determine whether the officers involved followed the police department's policies. Surf City Police Chief Philip Voorhees says officers found a vehicle that had been reported stolen near this Handy Mart gas station on Highway 210. J. Anthony allegedly got out of that vehicle, assaulted an officer, and ran into the pond across the street.
Our officers are not trained as rescue swimmers, and they did put themselves at great risk after they went into the water to try to assist him.
Ultimately, despite those rescue efforts, J. Anthony drowned. District Attorney Ben David says despite J. Anthony's death, the investigation will continue.
Even people who might be engaged in criminal conduct are entitled to the full protection of the laws. Officers are uniquely situated not only to be the one who takes, sometimes extraordinary measures to save folks in situations, but they're one of the rare individuals on the planet who has the duty to act.
I'm told 3 officers were involved in the incident and are still on active duty. David explains what happens next.
The next step is to make sure everyone who was involved in the incident or who witnessed the incident is interviewed. All video evidence or any other physical evidence is collected. And then it's given to a team of senior prosecutors in my office to fully vet the law as it relates to the facts to determine whether or not any criminal charges are appropriate.
I asked Voorhees if the department plans to reevaluate its policies and implement water rescue training for officers.
We review our policies every quarter, and we pick certain policies to review so all of them are fresh. This is certainly something that we will review, and if there was any actions that we deem should be different, maybe we will change policy.
I'm told the officer J. Anthony allegedly assaulted was not seriously hurt. We will keep you updated as the investigation continues. Reporting in Surf City, Zach Solon, WECT News.